Satnam, good morning. Today we continue to work with freedom, focusing on freeing the mind. And today's quote from Viktor Frankl is something you've probably heard before, but it really is just absolutely so powerful. He said, "Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom." Now, we've all been in that situation where we haven't exploited the space between stimulus and response. And what generally happens when we ignore that space between stimulus and response is that we react. And we tend to react in a way that leaves us feeling sad, unhappy, angry, frustrated. And generally, that reaction comes from our programming, from our old behaviors, from our old beliefs. But if we can just learn to find that pause, that moment between stimulus and response, we allow ourselves to act from a space of consciousness and awareness. And of course, this is so important because we're conscious beings. We're wanting to awaken ourselves. We're wanting to live constantly in a space of awareness. But when we're allowing those programs from the subconscious to direct our lives, we find ourselves in the hamster wheel, just doing the same things over and over and over again. We invite the same relationships. We invite the same career problems. We invite the same health issues because we're not practicing that pause. So for those of you who have been doing my classes for a while, you, I'm sure, are tired of hearing me say that the magic happens in the space between. And that's exactly what Viktor Frankl is talking about here. And that's what inspires me to think of that space between as completely magical. Because everything we do, particularly in our contemporary lives, where it's just go, 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 go all the time, we're so busy constantly, and we wear our busyness as a badge of honor to the point that we never have that pause. We're constantly rushing from one activity to the next, from one meeting to the next, from one person to the next. And we never ever get to feel that tiny, tiny moments in between where we get to choose to do things differently. Now, when we talk about our growth and our freedom, when we speak about freedom of the mind, it all comes down to choice. What do I choose to experience in this moment? What do I choose to leave behind? What do I choose to bring with me? And this is how we start to experience freedom in the mind, is where we allow ourselves time and space for the magic that happens in the space between. So let's bring our hands together. Tailbone tucks under, shoulders relax, spine lengthens. Very gently tucking your chin in towards your throat, applying your Jalanda band. And take a beautiful, long, deep breath in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And let's inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a beautiful long deep breath in and be here in the space between tuning in and warming up, and exhale, and just allow whatever needs to be here, and set the intention to release whatever needs to release. And then bring your hands to your knees, and let's start spinal flexors. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Head and neck staying beautifully in line with your spine. If it feels safe for you, close your eyes. Soften your jaw. Relax your tongue. Beautiful. Just keep going. Staying connected to your breath, to your movement, to your spine. And come to center, move to a Sufi grind. Let your body lead you. Allow your shoulders to remain relaxed. Feel the freedom in your body, that freedom to really trust the body. We're not handing over our power to anyone else. We're keeping this knowing within. Change direction. If we take away one thing from our yoga practice, can it be that we learn to listen to the body? That we start to understand and trust that the body always knows exactly what it needs. And come up to center. Drop your chin to your chest and start moving into neck rolls. Again, keeping the shoulders beautifully relaxed. And it may move a little bit, that's absolutely fine. See what's happening in your jaw, in your eyes. Do you need to soften and relax? And change direction. Beautifully connected to the body, to the mind. And come back up to center. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder and let your left shoulder pull gently downwards. And then change sides. Beautiful. Feel that lovely stretch. Change sides. And last time to the left. And back to center. Drop your chin all the way down to your chest. Feel that lovely lengthening of the spine. And then drop your head all the way back and feel the spine compressing. Exhale forwards. And inhale back. And then coming back to center, you can open out your legs, take them as wide apart as you can get them. Inhale at the center and exhale as you reach your chin towards your toes. Keeping your spine nice and straight and using the breath as you inhale up and exhale down. Chest coming a tiny bit closer on each movement. Inhale up to center, turn to face your right leg, and exhale, soften and relax down. Remember to let go of any tension in the body. There's a surrender to the forward bends. Each exhale softening just a tiny bit more. And inhale up to center, turn to face the left, and exhale, relax down. Deeply relax. And come across to center. Relax down to the center. Of course, if you don't have a cat blocking your path, completely soften. Let go of judgment and expectation. And keep using the exhale to go even deeper. And coming back up, bring your right hand to your left knee. Inhale, lift your chest up, and exhale, twist looking over your left shoulder. Keep the posture active. Inhale up and exhale, twist. Keep using the breath, staying active. Beautiful. And change sides. Left hand to right knee. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, twist all the way around, looking over your right shoulder now. Inhale up and exhale round. Beautiful. Stay with the breath, stay active in the pose. Don't let your body relax here. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, twist round. And coming back to center. Bend your right foot, bringing your right calf parallel to your body. Left foot comes on top of the right knee. Now really make sure that this right foot isn't up against the thigh. It needs to be away from the body. And then a very gentle pressure on the left knee. And you should feel a beautiful opening in your hips. Breathe into it. Keep using the exhale. Beautiful. And then bring your left foot high up your right thigh into half lotus. And now you can bring your right foot closer in towards your thigh. And then relax forwards. And keep using the exhale to soften into this forward bend. And curling back up, changing sides, bringing your left foot now parallel to your body, right foot on top of the left knee. Check that this left foot is away from the hip, spine nice and straight, and a very, very gentle pressure on the right knee now. Feel that beautiful opening in your hip. Breathe into it. And then you can bring the right foot all the way up the left thigh, the left foot closer towards the hip into half lotus, and relax forwards. Curling up. You can extend both legs out in front of you. Remove any flesh from underneath your sitting bones. Take a beautiful long deep inhale and exhale. Walk your hands down and deeply relax here. Remember, we're not forcing this forward bend, we're softening into it. And curling up, shake out your legs. And come to Sukhasana. Take comfortable cross-legged posture. Beautiful. So the first exercise in today's Kriya, we're going to grab hold of the shoulders so the arms are crossed over the chest. Check that your hips and shoulders are in alignment. Strongly engage your belly. And the movement is to just rock side to side. But as you do this movement, make sure your neck stays in line with your spine. Make sure your body isn't leaning forwards or backwards, that you're keeping this beautiful alignment. And let's go. If it feels safe, closing your eyes. Getting your breath into rhythm with your movement. And keep lengthening your spine, lifting your spine upwards. I want you to focus now on this embrace. Feel your touch. Notice what it feels like to hold yourself in this beautiful, intimate way. Take your awareness into your mind and just begin to notice what's floating up to the forefront of your mind. Feel this beautiful caress. And hold yourself in the way that you need to be held right now. Trusting that what you need is within you. That you have within you the capacity to give yourself exactly what you need. Feel so held, so loved and supported. And come up to center. Take a beautiful, long, deep inhalation. Squeeze more bun, lifting the pelvic floor and the anal muscles. And as you hold the breath in, visualize that pranic energy. Take more breath in and imagine the prana moving into every single cell in your body. And exhale, release. Bring your hands to your knees, come to stillness. Experience the magic of the space between stimulus and response. Learning to be comfortable in this space is where your growth and your freedom lie. Beautiful. Now you can bring your hands into Gyan Mudra, palms facing upwards on your knees with the thumb lightly touching the index finger. Tuck your tailbone under, lengthen your spine. If it feels safe for you, closing your eyes. And then rolling your eyes inwards and upwards towards the center of your forehead. Meditate on your pineal gland, that tiny gland at the center of your brain. And some believe the pineal gland to be the seat of the soul. It is certainly connected to our intuition and our sense of knowing. And with your eyes closed, focus on your breath and take your awareness to the pineal gland, and in your mind's eye, visualize the pineal gland. Feel the weight of this gland, this tiny gland at the center of the brain. And as you bring your awareness to it, you become like the princess and the pea, so attuned to this gland. Feel the weight of it. Notice the color of it. And feel how this gland at the center of your brain is connected to that part of you that knows. It is so deeply connected. Breathe into that space. Feel the weight of your pineal gland, the color of it. And the knowledge that any time we need to connect to that part of ourselves that knows, we simply come here. Lengthen your breath. And take a beautiful, long, deep inhalation. Hold your breath as you squeeze more bund, and bring the breath to the center of the brain, to the pineal gland. Feel that prana gathering at the space of the pineal gland. Hold it all there. Take more breath in. And as you exhale, allow that pranic energy filled with the energy of the pineal gland to flood through your body. experience the stillness of here and now. Becoming completely comfortable with the space between. Beautiful. The next exercise, we're going to come onto hands and knees, tuck your toes under, and straighten your legs. And just take a moment in down dog. And then step your right foot between your palms. Drop your left knee to the mat. You can walk your right foot across the mat, bringing your knee onto the floor for pigeon pose. So you may want to tuck this right foot in towards your hip as we keep our hips nice and straight. Sorry, Gracie. And then come down onto your elbows. And remember, we want to keep the hips nice and straight. If the hips are twisting, you're not getting any benefit from the posture. Hips nice and straight. And then if you can, bring your hands alongside your hips and drop your forehead to the mat. If that doesn't feel comfortable today, you can remain on your elbows, perhaps bringing your fists on top of each other and resting them underneath your forehead. Beautiful. And deeply relax. Allow your entire body to soften. Feel your forehead resting on the mat, possibly resting on your fists. And allow yourself to be completely present, deeply relaxed, breathing with intention and purpose. Everybody wants to experience freedom, but how many of us are prepared to let go of the beliefs, the pain and the shame that keep us imprisoned? We want to be free, but are we prepared to pause, even for just a moment, inviting a response of awareness and awakening? Instead of the response of habit. Feel where your body is connected and soften. Using the exhale, deepening the breath. Beautiful. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, Tuck your left toes under and step back to down dog. And then step your left foot between your palms. Drop your right knee to the mat. Walk your left foot now across the mat, dropping your knee down. Again, making sure that your hips are nice and straight, that you're not tipping over to the side. You can come down onto your elbows. If it feels possible, bringing your forehead to the mat and your hands alongside your hips. Or choosing to remain relaxed on your elbows or bringing your fists underneath your forehead. And really just giving yourself permission to be all there wherever you are. Judgment and expectation are, of course, our most enthusiastic jailers. Constantly setting us up for disappointment. And so we practice here on the mat to let go of judgment, to let go of expectation, to simply invite what is, to be present to all that is. And as we soften and relax, and slowing right down, you may begin to notice some old habitual thinking. And if that is the case, observe it with curiosity. Where is this thought coming from? Is it true? How does this old way of thinking serve me? What do I benefit from it? What would my life look like if I freed myself from this old way of thinking? Beautiful. Hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your right toes under. Push up and back to down dog. And then drop your knees to the mat. Sit back on your heels. Take your knees apart. Drop your forehead down. Hands to your feet. Allow your shoulders to fall forwards. Your hips to sink onto your heels. And take a beautiful, long, deep inhalation. Squeeze the mulband, lift the pelvic floor, lift the anal muscles, and visualize the breath as it moves to every single cell in your body. Keep the breath in. Take more breath in, hold it. And exhale, release. Allow your shoulders to soften even more. Your hips to sink down. Breathing into that space of awareness. and using the space between to integrate, to assimilate, using the space between for your growth and your freedom. And then you can very, very gently curl up with your head coming up last. But we're going to take our hands onto the floor behind us. Hips remain on your heels, your chest lifts up, and your head drops all the way back. So as you soften into this pose, we're exposing all of the chakras. So just imagine all of the chakras lifting upwards. Let your head fall all the way back. You want to feel that extension through your throat. It's quite a vulnerable posture to be in. And hold this posture now with a strong breath of fire. So remember, with breath of fire, the belly is moving in and outwards, and we don't do breath of fire if we're menstruating or pregnant. Keep the breath really strong. Remember, this is a posture of extreme vulnerability. The chest is up, the throat is exposed, the jugular is exposed, the heart is exposed. Keep that breath really beautiful and strong. And as you remain in this posture now, keep lifting your chest up. And I want you to take your awareness right down to the root chakra, to Muladhara, at the very, very, very base of the spine. And imagine there's a beautiful red light projecting from that space at the base of the spine. That beautiful red light representing your security, your love, your safety. And then take your awareness into the sex organs, Svadhisthana, the sacral chakra, and visualize a beautiful orange light beaming from Svadhisthana, from the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is, of course, where we create life. It is the seat of all our creativity. It is our problem solving. It's where we experience passion, joy. Beautiful. Keep your breath of fire strong and powerful, and take your awareness now to your solar plexus. That beautiful green light shining from the solar plexus. Yellow light shining from the solar plexus. And in the solar plexus, we experience our personal power. This is where we have the ability to manifest and follow through. And feel now we've got the red, the orange, the beautiful yellow light. Keep your breath of fire strong as we move up to the heart center. And that beautiful green light of love, compassion, empathy flowing from the heart. Moving to the throat, that beautiful blue beaming from the throat. The throat chakra, Vishuddha, is of course where we speak our truth. It's where we live our truth. And then taking your awareness to the center of your forehead, to Ajna, your intuition, and that beautiful indigo light now beaming from the center of your forehead. And finally, your awareness rests at the crown of your head, the indigo light of awareness, of connection to the divine. And as you maintain this beautiful, strong breath of fire, you have a rainbow of color beaming from the front of your body, and feel that powerful energy. And then take a deep breath in, gently come up. You may feel a little bit lightheaded, and draw your forehead to the mat, your hands to your feet, and soften here. Experience what it is to go from completely exposed and vulnerable curled up safely into your own space. Feel the magic and wonder of the space between. All of those beautiful lights beaming from the front of your body. And as you curl up now, all of that energy safely within you. Forehead is on the mat, hands are at your feet. Completely relaxing into Balasana, child's pose. Surrendering, letting go. And giving yourself permission to be completely present here. Trusting the flow of your breath. Trusting the sensations in your body. Retaining the curiosity in your thoughts. Beaming that healing light from your chakras within you. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. And in that space is your power to choose your response. In your response lies your growth and your freedom. And take a beautiful, long, deep inhalation. And as you exhale, very gently curl up vertebrae by vertebrae. And come to a comfortable cross-legged posture. You're going to drop chin to chest and just start to move the head and neck roll. Feel this movement is deeply intimate. Make sure your shoulders are completely relaxed. As we connect the upper and the lower glandular systems. Feel the movement of fluid in the brain. As we connect to these subtle movements within the body. Notice if your jaw is relaxed, tongue relaxed. See if you can feel the weight of your eyes. And then change direction, staying deeply and intimately connected. Beautiful. Keep the breath intentional, purposeful. And come back to center. Have your right hand left resting on your right knee in Gyan Mudra with the thumb lightly touching the index finger. And bring your right hand up and spread the fingers really far apart. Keep them active. And then bring your right thumb onto your third eye. Keep your fingers active. The fingers are spread. I turn sideways. That's how it's going to look. And then apply a gentle pressure with your thumb so that you can feel your thumb pressing against the third eye center, the ajna. Make sure the fingers stay active, the elbows elevated. If it feels safe, close your eyes and start to focus on your breath, bringing yourself into here and now, keeping the fingers active, pointing upwards. And then start to visualize your magnetic field, your auric field. Visualize it as something tangible around you. Perhaps you give it a color or a texture so that you can really feel into the magnetic field around your body. And when you can feel that magnetic field all around your body, start to feel your fingers in that field, almost as if they were antennae reaching into that field. Keep the fingers active and feel them reaching into your magnetic field. Connecting to ajna, your intuition. And now imagine the reach of your thumb through your third eye and into your pineal gland, feeling the weight and texture and color of the pineal gland at the center of the brain. Feeling the fingers reaching up into the magnetic field and staying beautifully connected. And using your breath to be all here. Feel the energy growing stronger through your fingers. And then take a beautiful, long, deep inhale and reach your arms up. Keep your fingers stretched, palms face forwards. Squeeze more bund, lift the pelvic floor, the anal muscles, and invite the energy to spiral up your spine. Feel that beautiful spiral reaching all the way up to the crown and hold it there at the crown. Take more breath in, hold it, lift and squeeze. And then turn your palms to face outwards and very, very gently exhale your hands down through your magnetic field. and come to stillness, come to the space between. Notice the sensations in your arms all the way to your fingertips. Feel the weightlessness of your hands. And when it feels right, preparing for the final relaxation, come into Shavasana or any other comfortable relaxation posture. You may want to cover yourself with a blanket and just allow yourself to be absolutely as comfortable as you can be. You can give yourself permission to relax fully and completely, knowing that it is here in the space of deep relaxation. I relax my feet. I relax my feet. My feet are relaxed. I relax my calves and thighs. I relax my calves and thighs. My calves and thighs. Relax. I relax my hips and buttocks. I relax my hips and buttocks. My hips and buttocks. Relax. I relax my abdomen and chest, hands and arms. I relax my abdomen and chest, hands and arms. My abdomen and chest, hands and arms. Relax. I relax my face, eyes, nose, mouth and tongue. My face is relaxed. My entire body is completely relaxed, filled with peace. And in this space of deep relaxation and peace, I feel that beautiful connection to the rainbow of my chakra. I allow my awareness to settle at the base of my spine, and I feel that flood of beautiful red energy as it moves up to Svadhisthana and the orange, the yellow of Manipura, the green of my heart, the blue of Vishuddha, indigo, the forehead of Ajna, and the violet at the crown of my head. And as this beautiful light moves down from violet to indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red, and up again, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo and violet. The energy flowing up and down my spine. And I feel peace within, peace around, and peace in all the world. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can start to bring your awareness to the rise and fall of your chest. Very gently rubbing your thumb across your fingertips as you move your toes. And taking your arms above your head, having a beautiful stretch. Hug your knees to your chest and drop your knees to the right as you look over your left shoulder. And changing sides. Coming back to center, rubbing the soles of the feet and the palms of the hands together. And when you're ready, rocking all the way up and coming to Sukhasana. Bring your hands together. May the long-time sun shine upon us. All love surround us. And the pure light within guide our way on. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. May you have a beautiful, beautiful day.